my name is Christina, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to make delicious cookie dough from scratch. Now, the importance of this video is because sometimes you really just want the cookie dough without baking the cookies because either you're not good at baking or you just really like the cookie dough. You don't like the finished product of the cookie. It takes about 15 minutes to make this, and it's really easy and it turns into some really great cookie dough. So let's get started. For this recipe, you will need a half cup of butter, which should be softened. If you don't have softened butter, you can always put it in the microwave for like 10 seconds and it should soften it. You need a half teaspoon of baking soda, a half teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of vanilla extract, a 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and 1/2 cup of pecans, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, 3/4 cup of flour, 1 egg, and lastly, you're going to need a spoon to mix it all together. We'll go ahead and get started on step 2, which is to add the flour, the salt, and the baking soda together and mix it evenly. So we'll take the flour and add it in. Then we'll take our baking soda. And lastly, our salt. We'll take our spoon and we will just mix it together. It should just look like a powdery substance. There's not really a technique to it. And for step 3, in a separate bowl, we'll add our butter, the sugar, our brown sugar, and our vanilla, and we'll just mix that together until it's creamy. Now, if you have a whisk, you can use a whisk, but if you don't, that's okay. Like, I don't have a whisk. So we'll just mix this together until it's nice and creamy. Once your mixture is nice and creamy, you're going to take your egg and add it into the bowl. Once your egg is nice and mixed into the mixture, we're going to slowly add the flour mixture into the creamy mixture, which is going to be step 5. So you can add a little bit, maybe like half of it, and start mixing that together. The one thing about this is flour can be really messy and get everywhere, so just slowly add this in. That way you don't get flour everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and add in the rest of my flour mixture. So once you have your dough nice and mixed together, we're going to finally add in our chocolate chips and our pecans. Once you've stirred in your pecans and your chocolate chips, that's it, you're done. You have some delicious cookie dough. Let me show you what it looks like. It's creamy, it's about a light brown texture. Just a precaution, before you dive into this delicious cookie dough, just know that since it does have a raw egg in it, it is dangerous to eat raw eggs, so don't eat the whole batch by yourself. Just have a little bit at a time, or maybe share with somebody. If you feel that your cookie dough is too creamy or not creamy enough, you can go and add a little bit of butter or a little bit of flour, but I wouldn't suggest changing the recipe too much because, in my opinion, it turns into some perfect cookie dough. So that's it. It's super easy. It's really fun. It's not that difficult to make, and you have some delicious cookie dough to enjoy.